Letterland, Letterland. There could be no better land for meeting a duck, a man with a hat, an orange or two, and a clever old cat. So let's go to Letterland, Letterland, Letterland. Walter Walrus Wetterland needs slithering Sam, a king who can kick, a quarrelsome queen, or make noisy Nick. So let's go to Letterland, let's go to Letterland today.
Hello lovely children. Today, instead of doing one letter, we are going to do two, because now we are just concentrating on our seniors. You already know these letters and we are just revising. So in order for us to get to as many letters as possible, I'm going to do two at a time. Okay, so that when term 2 starts, you can learn the new letters. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at Golden Girl and Harry Hackman. All right, so first I'm going to read you their stories. Once I've read you their stories, we're going to practice their formation. And then you can go and make all your wonderful formations and find all the wonderful things that the activity is asking of you. Okay, let's begin. Let's meet Golden Girl in her garden. Golden Girl loves to play in her garden and swing on her own swing. She loves gardening too. In fact, her grandma and grandpa think she is so good at it that sometimes they call her Green Girl. Golden Girl grows all sorts of good things in her garden. She has a greenhouse too, where she grows glorious green grapes. Look out, Golden Girl! Your goat may be eating grass now, but I bet he knows how good your green grapes are. When Golden Girl isn't in her garden, she loves going around Letterland in her special go-kart. Wasn't that such a nice story? Yes, it was. And if we look at the big Golden Girl, that's her go-kart that she rides. So if your name starts with a big G, then I need you to also practice writing that. Okay? So for our Golden Girl, what sound does she make? Golden Girl says G, G, G. Yes, and for my little ones who are watching, if there are little ones watching, we remember her because I want you to remember she's got a tail. We make our arm into her tail, like her golden plait over here, and we say G, G, G. Okay, so that's the action that we are going to use when we remember the G sound for Golden Girl. We make her plait, we make her bottom curl at the bottom with our arms, and we go G, G, G. Okay, just so that you don't forget. Just so that you don't forget that she has a little tail underneath. And for my big ones, Teacher Jamie has already started teaching you the head, tummy, tails. Head, tummy, tail. This is the first one, the first letter that has a tail. And you use the tummy and the tail line. You don't just use the tummy line. So like Clever Cat, you just use the tummy line. Annie Apple, you just use the tummy line. Okay? But Golden Girl is the first letter that we write that has a tail. So when we write her, we go round and we touch the lines, go up and under into the tail line. Okay, so head, tummy, tail. Okay, so remember when we write Golden Girl, we start in the corner, round into the tummy line, up, down, under into the tail line, and stop. And once again, we do not lift our finger. Okay, so let's look here for my little ones. For my little ones, we start in the corner, round her head, up her hair, and we make her curl with her beautiful long hair. She's almost like Rapunzel. Yes. Oh, she has beautiful golden hair. So remember, the sound that Golden Girl makes is G. You make it at the back of your throat over here, G. When you pronounce her, you don't use teeth and tongue. So moms and dads, please watch out for any teeth and tongue. We need to get those muscles down, and we need to use the muscles at the back. Okay, well done. Good job. So now that I've read you the Golden Girl story, you can go back into that picture and find all the wonderful things that start with a G. Okay, and then let's move on to now the Harry Hatman. Harry Hatman says, I'm going to show you the Harry Hatman picture, and then we can look at his formation. Okay, let's read his story. Halfway up a high hill in Letterland is Harry Hatman's house. In his house, he has a hat shop where he makes hundreds of hats. He even made a hat for his house when the roof blew off. If you want to buy a hat, please ask Harry very quietly. Why? Because he hates noise. That's why you can hardly hear him when he whispers his sound. He doesn't even wear shoes because they make too much noise as he hops along. When Harry Hatman feels especially happy, can you guess what he does? He does a handstand with his hat on. In fact, he does lots of handstands. That's why people often call him Harry the Happy Hatman. There was a lot of huzz in there. Now please remember that Harry Hatman doesn't like noise. No. So he makes a very soft sound. Okay, and for my little ones, when we remember Harry Hatman, we remember his hat. So we pretend that we have a hat in our hand and we are putting on a hat. Okay, so we say, very good. Okay, so we put on our hat on our head and we say, lovely. Okay, and it's a whisper sound, remember? He doesn't like noise. So how we write Harry Hatman is we start up at his neck, all the way down to his ankles, up and around to his other leg. And did you see I didn't lift my finger? No lifting on this one either, okay? And please remember, for my big children, now this is only for my grade R's who need to worry about head, tummy, tails, okay? When we write Harry Hatman, we have the head, the tummy, and the tail. Does Harry Hatman only stay in the tummy line? No. Does he go into the tail line like Golden Girl? No, he doesn't. Harry Hatman is very tall. He's got a very tall back. So he needs a very tall line. So we start at the head line, and down into the tummy line, up, and we touch the tummy line, down. Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Okay, so that's the Harry Hatman formation and sound. Now for Golden Girl and Harry Hatman, for the G and the H sounds, I want you to go into your house, the same with all the other Letterland characters that you did. You can go and write those letters and form them properly, please. No lifting your finger. And then you're going to write it anywhere, inside, outside. You can use grass because that starts with the G. So take some grass. I'm sure your gardener hasn't been at your house for a very long time. So you can be the gardener and take some, ask mom and dad if it's okay first, please, and go get some grass and some grass blades, and you can make a G with the grass. Okay, but remember, if you can't just put it on the lines. You have to start from the corner and go and stick the grass as you would form it. Okay, so stick it, start in the corner and stick it, go up and then stick some more, go down and stick. So even when you're sticking and making the G formation, please still try use the right formation. Okay, you will obviously be lifting your finger for sticking exercises, but when you start writing, please remember, do not lift your Koki or your pencil. Okay, and for Mr. Happy Harry Hatman, we can go look for other things that in your house that start with the that could be a little bit difficult. Maybe we could use your hose pipe to form a big H on the ground with your hose pipe, and see if you can find anything else that starts with a H, and then go find it and bring it to your H page. Okay, and then you can play your phonics game. So yesterday we did F, today we did G and H. So play your phonics game with changing your name, if it doesn't start with those letters, changing your name into a different name that has those letters in the beginning. So what would my name be if it started with a F? So my name is Marisa. It starts with a M. So if I had to change my name to a F sound in the beginning, it would be Teacher Fariza. Crazy? And if it started with a H, that would be a little bit hard. Can you help me? My name would be Teacher Hariza. That's crazy. So now you can play that game with your name. And you can do it with mommy's name and daddy's name and grandpa's name and grandma's name and your dog's name. Let's see if we can make new names for ourselves using our phonics game. Tomorrow we'll do another 2 letters. Until then, have fun, my babies, and I miss you so much. Love you.